You're here. You're finally here. Today is the day. And it's time to open you up.
Let's go.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Nimbus. And as everyone already knows, the Nintendo Switch Lite has finally been released. Yes, I got the turquoise one. I'm not a fan of the color yellow, and I didn't want the gray one because I have the gray one for the original Switch. So I was like, yeah, I'll get this one. And I know I kind of screwed myself because I have a feeling that the next set of colors, there's going to be a green one. And I'm going to screw myself, and I'm going to have to buy the green one. I'm going to keep this one and buy the green one. Hey, what can I do? Nintendo, you got me by the balls. You got me by the balls if you pull out a green one. Nothing I could do. So, we picked it up. We're going to open it. We're going to see the differences between the new and the OG Switch. So, let's do this. One thing I found interesting is super light. Like, it's like really light. There's like barely, it feels like there's nothing in here. Another thing, usually they have this like plastic tab. There's none of that on this. So you can just like pop it open, like, and just, you know, clearly pop it open. There you go. And like, that's it. Like, wow, the color looks nice. The color looks really nice. Like, that's it. Look, nothing in here. That's it. We're done. This is everything that came in the box. So we're gonna pull this out. First glance. Here it is. We're gonna put this to the side right now, and we're gonna look for what's underneath here. How do we? Okay. All right, so we have charger. It's a regular charger. It looks like, I think the font is a little different, but I think it's the exact same charger that you got for the OG Switch, so not a big deal. It's a charger. And that's it. You got some paper crap, but that's it. Let's go to what's important is the Switch Mini, Switch Lite, Switch Mini, whatever you want to call it, Switch Lite. And let me show it to you guys. See it? See my camera? Yeah, that's my camera right there. It looks really good. It's like is it like a matte finish? Probably. I think this is like a matte finish. The color looks really good. Like I said, I'm gonna be screwed. I'm gonna be totally screwed if Nintendo pulls out a green version of this, because I'm gonna end up buying it because I'm crazy. I'm just crazy like that. Okay, so first thing I noticed is that this, okay, let me pull out, is different than the original. Let me pull out my original. You see the differences? Here's that. Let me back it up. See that? And look at that. It's a lot wider, but the holes here are a lot bigger. And I think they did that because I remember, let me put this down. There were reports of like these middle pieces of plastic, like after, you know, overheating and cooling down, overheating, and after a while, it used to like warp and like break off. Like, there's been reports of people not having these at all anymore. So I think they did that on purpose, that they made like this really thick so that doesn't happen. Ooh. Wow. Whoa. Okay, off the bat, the buttons, let me pull out this Joy-Con. The button on the original, on those, so this is a lot more clickier than this. Let's see if you hear it. You hear it? This one's like mushier. I wouldn't say mushier. It's like, it's quieter. It's not as clicky as this, which I really like. I think it feels better. It almost feels like I have my Pro controller. It almost feels, yeah, it feels like the buttons to the Pro controller almost, which is really, really cool. Most importantly, it has a D-pad, and I like the D-pad. The D-pad, I wouldn't say it feels exactly, well, yeah, it's like a smaller version of this. I wouldn't say exactly like the Pro controller, but it feels like the Pro controller. So yeah. Oh, another thing I noticed that I never noticed is that you see how the Pro controller has, I don't know if you see it, but that like round the home button has those lights. This has the exact same thing. You see that? Yeah, there's my camera again. You see that? So I'm pretty sure that this would light up for certain things. We have the speakers in the bottom. You have your SD card. No kickstand. Everything else feels really good. So yeah. Now I'm gonna do a little cut where I'm gonna just set everything up to see and like mess with this for a little bit. So we'll be right back in a little bit. Stay tuned.
3 hours later.
Alright guys, so it's been, I'm not gonna lie to you because I also got this and I started playing this. So it's been about like 3 hours, about there, and I've been playing it on the Lite. And I really like the Lite, okay? There are certain things that I don't like, and it's not because of the Lite, it's because of Nintendo, the way the two systems, if you have like an original Switch and you go and you get a Switch Lite, it's more, I have an issue of the way they communicate with each other, and that's not the Lite's issue, like hardware wise, it's more software wise, which in this case is Nintendo's fault. And it's all about, because I'm planning to leave my original Switch at home, more like a console, and take the mini with me outside, more like a portable, which that's what it is. And you would think that it would be a lot smoother, that if I'm playing on the Lite, let's say Zelda, and I save, it should like automatically save as well on the Switch, my OG Switch, because it's saving to the cloud. But it's not, it does save to the cloud automatically, but it doesn't save on my actual original Switch automatically. I would have to go onto my original Switch and look for my cloud saves for the data for the game, and then re-download that save data. That way I could continue playing on my OG, and vice versa if I want to go from my OG Switch to the Switch Lite. And I don't, it's okay, like it's not big of an issue, but I would prefer that they just mesh and communicate and it's all seamless, if you will, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thought the same thing. It was like, I'm gonna get a Switch Lite for portable and leave my OG Switch at home. Like, I know not everyone's gonna do that. If you have an original Switch already and you don't, there's really no reason for you to do that. But me, and I'm pretty sure like other people were, you know, we need it. So yeah, I would think that Nintendo should fix that. Other than that, yeah, I really like the Switch Lite. Let's do a size test. We didn't do that the last time, and to be honest, it says I took out I took off the Joy-Con because it's exactly the size if you were to take off one Joy-Con. Like, it's like that. Like, it's missing this one. It's missing a Joy-Con. It's basically, if you took off a Joy-Con from your original Switch, that is the size. And the screen size isn't that small. It's not much of a difference between the two. And anyways, for the simple fact that the Switch Lite has a smaller screen, I think visually it would look better with the pixels for the game. So yeah, that's my first impression. I really enjoy the Switch Lite. Now the question is that everyone is asking, should I get a Switch Lite? I already have a Switch. Should I get a Switch Lite? Is it necessary for me to get a Switch Lite? If you already have a Switch, and you don't want to dish out the money, an extra $200 for a Switch Lite, then don't. It's not necessary. You don't need it. All right, you can still play everything on your original Switch, so you don't really need it. Now, if you can spend the $2 and you want to have, let's say, a console Switch, if you will, I guess, and leave your OG Switch at home and take your Switch Lite portable, yeah, you could do that. I'm doing that because I honestly, this is the reason why I love the Switch. I prefer handheld over consoles, and if a handheld comes out, I'm gonna get it. Like, it's just the way it is. I freaking love handheld, so I was gonna get it regardless. Like, the moment they announced it, I was like, that's bought. Like, you know, Nintendo, take my wallet, because whatever, it's okay, I want it. So now there's a third category here, where if you haven't bought a Switch yet, I would say this is a great entry point, because it's only $200. It's $100 cheaper from the original Switch, and it just feels really sturdy, you know, because there's no Joy-Cons, no nothing, no detachables, one whole solid piece. And that goes into parents that want to buy a Switch for their kids to replace their 3DS. This is 100% what you should buy them. Do not buy them the $300 Switch, the original Switch with detachable Joy-Cons that they could lose, they could break it. You know, this right here, let me put on my Joy-Con. This right here is more of a premium thing, and you're not gonna want to give this to a child that this costs $300, that this could break, you know, this could get lost. It's just, it's not a good thing. It's not a good look, okay? So if you're a parent and you want to buy one for your kids, this is the way to go, 100%. Like I said, it's $100 cheaper. You could play most of the game. There's like one or two or three or four games that you can't play. I think his Mario Party and 1-2 Switch. Trust me, those games aren't that great to begin with, so you're okay. Besides that, you could play everything else on this. So I just noticed that this kind of blends in well with my green screen, and hopefully there's not a problem when I edit. But anyways, so like I was saying, parents, if your kids don't already have a Switch, this is the Switch to get for your kids. 100% Nintendo did this for kids. I'm 100% convinced with that they did this to get that audience that was into the 3DS, and parents could buy their kids something like the 3DS, and it's cheaper, it's around that price range. This is it. This is it, and this is gonna sell like hotcakes for the holidays. I already know. Kids are gonna be asking for this. Mommy, I want a Switch for Christmas. And the parents are gonna look at this thing that is $300. They're gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna buy this. They're gonna lose it. They're gonna lose a Joy-Con. They're gonna lose a controller. But if their parents go in and they see something like this, it's $100 cheaper, and it's one whole solid piece, and it's pretty solid. Yeah, there's a good chance they're gonna buy this for their kids. So this is gonna sell like hotcakes for the holidays. I already know. Nintendo's not dumb. Nintendo's not dumb. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So yeah, that is the unboxing for the Nintendo Switch Lite and my first impressions. Video for this, it will be coming out as well. I'm pretty sure I'm wearing the same thing. I'm pretty sure I am. I already know because I was playing this. So yeah. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, let me know if you guys got the Nintendo Switch. If you guys didn't get it, if you guys want to get it, you guys don't really care about it. And if you guys did get it, tell me what colors you guys got. The gray one, the yellow one, the turquoise one. You know, let me know down in the description down below. Okay, guys? So if you like this video, give me the thumbs up, comment down below like I said, and as always, please, do not forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Gaming with Nimbus. Deuces.